Hey, how's it going, guys? It's DJ Face120 here, and I'm back with you another week of NFL predictions. Now, today's a little bit more special because actually it is my birthday. That's not even the right instrument, is it? Yeah, it's my birthday, turning 19 today. However, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the predictions. Now, first of all, let me just say thank you guys so much. My last predictions video is the most viewed ever on my channel for the third week in a row with 3,200 views. I asked for 20 likes and I got 61. I'm also almost at 50 subscribers, which is awesome. What should I do for 50 subscribers special? Comment below. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for supporting me. It's nice to know there are people out there who appreciate what I do and who like to watch my videos. But enough of that sappy stuff. You guys aren't here for this, you guys are here for the action. So let's get into the next week of NFL predictions. All of the lights. So I guess this week was decent. It wasn't good as last week, I don't think. But right now, I mean, I'm still kind of happy with how things went. Here is my record. That being said, you know, there were games that maybe I should have predicted, like the Jaguars, you know. It's hard to predict them right now. Okay, how am I going to say this? How am I going to know Ben Roethlisberger is going to throw 5 interceptions with no touchdowns? That's ridiculous. I mean, you got the Browns and, again, Cleveland. I put freaking faith in you. How many times do I tell you? If I'm going to put faith in you, you need the freaking win. How do you get on the goal line 2 times and don't score both those times? And San Francisco, I mean, that game was close. I don't know, maybe San Francisco was almost like the Browns, so I put too much faith in them. So, but with that being said, let's get into our first prediction. Alright, you got your Thursday night game this week. It is Eagles versus the Panthers in Carolina. 2 teams hot right now, extremely hot. Offensively, defensively is working. Yet the Philadelphia Eagles are coming off of a destroying of the Cardinals, where Carson Wentz throws for 4 touchdowns, not to mention over 300 yards passing. That's ridiculous by any quarterback standards against a Panthers team who I told you would seem to come to the conclusion that their team is in it to win it this year. This will be a great Thursday night game. However, I'm going to have to go with the Philadelphia Eagles in this one. Now, hear me out. The defensive line for the Eagles, I think, is going to be what helps them out here. I know Cam Newton can run all over the place, but they just don't have the receivers as well either. And I know with the corners for the Eagles, they're not as great, but I think they can shut down the people they have. On the other hand, you have a hot Carson Wentz who's been throwing the ball pretty accurately to his good receivers with a decent run game as well. This game is going to be close, trust me. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think this one, the Eagles beat the Panthers. Next game, 49ers versus the Washington Redskins. 49ers, I put faith in again last week, and they lost a close one, which that just seems like the theme for the 49ers. 49ers fan, I know you're down right now. However, just keep your heads up. It's not looking too bad for you guys. You guys are losing like 3 points or less each week against a Redskins team who got a bye week last week. They didn't play, but however, they are looking really good. They have an injury with Josh Norman. However, I don't think that will affect them as much because, no offense, but I don't think the 49ers have that great quarterback play and receiver corps to affect them that much. So I think the Redskins offensively is what's going to get them going, and I think the Redskins are going to beat the 49ers. Next game, we got Lions versus the Saints. Lions came off of a close loss, almost comeback against the Carolina Panthers, where they didn't look too bad, especially near the end. And you got New Orleans Saints, who came off of a bye week. Now, this game will be a great quarterback game. This may go into a shootout with Matthew Stafford and Drew Brees as both quarterbacks. However, in this one, I'm going to give it to the Detroit Lions because we're looking back, they've lost closer games to decent opponents. Now, the Saints did beat the Panthers, but I think that was before, you know, they were actually the team they are today. This will be a good game, a good quarterback game. If you love quarterback shootouts, watch this game, but I'm picking Lions over the Saints. You got Dolphins versus the Falcons. Dolphins Congratulations, Jay, you got your first win. Against the Falcons, who were on a bye week. They're playing in Atlanta, and they have Chick-fil-A, but it's Sunday, so you can't go there right now. This game, I don't think it's going to be that close, but I think it's going to be a little bit obvious. Maybe not too obvious. I always say that it's not obvious, but I think this one will be Falcons over the Dolphins. Just because, the quarterback play is definitely better for the Falcons. No offense to Jay Cutler, but offense to Jay Cutler. And just overall, the Falcons are a better team. That's why I have Atlanta winning. Next game we got here, it's the Jets versus the Patriots. Patriots came off a great Thursday night win against the Buccaneers, while the Jets actually came off of a win against the Browns. Congratulations, I'm glad you guys beat Cleveland. It's hard to beat Cleveland nowadays. But, I think this game what's going to happen is the Jets are going to hurt Tom Brady, and Garoppolo's going to come in and win Super Bowls and become the best quarterback in history. I'm just kidding. If you don't know the story about Tom Brady, how he became, just go back and look at that. But I think this game won't be that decent of a game. I think it may be a one-sided affair. I think Patriots are going to beat the Jets. Next game, you got Buccaneers versus the Cardinals. Now, the Buccaneers come off of a close loss against the New England Patriots. Their defensive line looked really good in the game. Winston looked pretty decent. And Doug Martin coming back really helped the team out. There was a close loss in the end, played a tough game, came down to the last play against a Cardinals team who was just stomped by Carson Wentz and the Eagles. Now, it's hard to go against the Cardinals because they have the weapons there. They have the receiving talent, the quarterback talent, running back talent, and the defensive core to win games. They just haven't been clicking. So I'm going to say this continues. I say Buccaneers over the Cardinals. Buccaneers attack is really well balanced. They have good receivers, they have good running back, they have good quarterback, and the defensive line will give Cardinals that pressure that they hate. So I think this one's going to be Tampa over Cardinals. This game we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Jaguars. Los Angeles coming off of a close loss against the Seahawks. I thought it was going to be a shootout. It turned out being a defensive game, which I guess is okay, against a Jaguars team who is really starting to take me off. Yes, I'm tired of you guys. Just be good or be bad. I don't care which one you guys are, just pick one. It makes my job a lot easier. That being said, the Jaguars did come off of a win against the Steelers, getting 5 picks with 2 pick sixes against Ben. That's pretty great. This one is in Jacksonville, however, I have the Rams winning. It's that week, Jaguars, they go good, bad, and they did good, so they're going to go bad. No, but for real, I think that the Rams are going to have a really decent game, although it is tough to say because the Jaguars' defense is looking good. So if the Jaguars do shut down the Rams, it wouldn't be that much of a surprise, but I'm going to go with the pick of the Rams again over the Jaguars. Both teams looking good. It's going to be a good game. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Oakland Raiders. Chargers finally got your first win. Congratulations. However, it was against the Giants, who Odell Beckham Jr. got hurt. Nonetheless, congratulations. Against the Raiders team who lost to Baltimore. Quarterback play not looking so good. This one's in Oakland. Luckily, they're playing these games in Oakland. However, I just think the Derek Carr injury is just too hard, especially. To me, the defensive line for the Chargers is going to be a key influence in this one again. We have a quarterback, the second string, with a defensive line that allows Derek Carr usually to get hurt, who's still suffering receiver-wise. You got Mark Cooper only got 1 catch again this past week. So I think this one will be Chargers over the Raiders. All right, you got your Sunday night game, Giants versus the Broncos. Yeah, the Giants, I don't know what to say to you guys right now. Eli needs help. Odell is hurt. It's really hard. You guys lost to the Chargers, which I called. And you guys are playing the Broncos, which arguably has the best defense in the NFL. So I'm just going to say good luck. Broncos over the Giants. It's just, Broncos are just a better overall team, and the Giants have injuries and just aren't that great. So I'm picking the Broncos. Next game, you got the Browns and the Texans. You got the Browns coming off of a loss against the Jets, and I'm tired of picking Cleveland and then disappointing me, which I bet Cleveland fans say that all the time. Against the Texans, who came off of a loss against the Chiefs. not a bad game, I guess. Really came down to that really good punt return that really swayed the game at the end. Deshaun Watson is still looking really good as a quarterback. I'm very surprised. And I think this game is going to go to the Texans in Texas. However, just look out for that J.J. Watt injury. I know that's going to hurt a lot. Let's see how that plays out. But I do think, even if he is injured, that the Texans will be Next game, we got the Bears versus the Ravens. Bears coming off of a close loss and a decent showing by Trubisky. He did make a rookie mistake, throwing an interception at the end that kind of cost them. I did pick the Bears to win, and I didn't think that was a bad pick, and as the game even shows, it was very close against the Ravens, who won a good game against the Raiders. They're playing in Baltimore. The Bears still need to find themselves, I think. Trubisky looking good. They need to stop the penalties, was a big thing in the game. I think the Ravens will win this one barely by a small margin. The Bears, though, if I'm a Chicago fan, I'm looking up right now because they're doing so, in my mind, they could be the team that you look out for next year. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers in Minnesota versus the Vikings. Packers, great win against the Dallas Cowboys. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers would get out of that pocket, go downfield, and at the end of the game, he was clutch as always. Packers are looking great. Running game looking great. Passing game is on point against the Vikings, who struggled a bit against the Chicago Bears, which I said the Bears would win. They didn't, but it was a close game, a good game to watch on Monday night. Told you guys it'd be better than people expected. So I think this one will be given to the Packers. Packers are looking so great right now. The offense is just ticking. It's just hard to beat right now. Vikings have too many injuries, I think, and the Packers will win this one. Next game, you got the Steelers versus the Chiefs. Steelers losing to Jacksonville, which is inevitable. I mean, it was an odd number week. What did you expect? Versus the Chiefs, who are just looking like a really, really good team. Really well overall. Special teams, offense, defense, just clicking on all cylinders. See, Big Ben threw 5 picks last week. I don't think he's going to throw 5 picks against the Chiefs. You know, this game may be closer. I know Big Ben's going to have something to prove, but I do think that the Kansas City Chiefs will win it in the end. And a lot of people are looking for them to fall off, which I don't think they will with how good they're playing, but you never know. No, but I just think that the Chiefs are just more well-rounded this one. At home, like Chiefs over the Steelers. You got your Monday night game. It's going to be so hyped. One of the best scheduled Monday night games on this schedule. Yeah, that's right. Colts versus the Titans. Yeah, they pick these schedules out. So amazing. You got Colts and Titans on Monday night. Probably going to be one of the most high-viewed Monday night games this year. But yeah, two teams looking so great this year. I mean, I couldn't think of 2 other teams I want to play on Monday night. There may be the Browns versus the Giants. That'd be the best Monday night game. Schedule it right now. I mean, but who knows? This game could be so bad. The teams are so bad, that'll be a close game because they're both so bad. I mean, who knows? No, but for real, you got the Colts coming off of a win in overtime against the Niners. The Titans losing to Jay Cutler, the legend, and the Dolphins. So this game, it's going to come down to, obviously, defense. You have 2 teams that may be struggling a bit with 2 quarterbacks that are injured, but I think the Titans will pull over the Colts in this one. Mostly the Colts just can't keep a 4th quarter lead. I think that's what it's going to come down to, is a 4th quarter lead maybe being blown. Not 100% sure on that, but I do think the Titans will beat the Colts. Again, what's up with me picking the Colts, losing? Do I not like the Colts? I don't hate the Colts. Anyway. Alright, that is it for this week's predictions. Please tell me what you guys think. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Who did I get wrong? And if I'm stupid for who I picked. Again, I would like to thank you all for the most viewed video on my channel last week. All the love and support. We got 61 likes last week. Let's get 65. Oh, that's only 4 more. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go for 100. I mean, if I get 100, I'll be okay. I mean, it's my birthday. No, but for real, just thank you guys for all the support you give me. Even if this video gets only 2,000, even less than that, I don't care. As long as some people are happy with my decisions. Hope you guys are happy. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Mediocre team and Big D. That's what makes this funny. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when the count just wait, they will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. Only Romo know the football. Know what's coming next. He will get in the way. perception of success. Only one will throw the football. Are you kidding me? That's pride, not a catch. Really? That funny. Big D. Easy you. This is what they do. The weed show from on cue. Accident. Something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident. Gotta recognize it's a black cat running around as a franchise. Say it with accident. They will mess it up. Just wait. The accident. They will let you down. Just wait.